Going live over there. So if please remember to mute the audio on your YouTube.
Yep.
I don't know, you're using headphones, so you probably don't need to worry about that. But oh, I don't know, you're using headphones. Check, check, check. Testing, testing, testing. Check, check, check. Testing, testing, testing. Check, check, check. I'm not hearing anything. Check, check, check.
From me, sorry.
Are you hearing anything from? I'm not hearing anything. No, from YouTube. Did I forget to connect something?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you on YouTube.
You can? Okay.
Yep. Pretty
Not
quiet,
sure
but
why I can't. Can? Okay, there it
yep.
goes. Um,
Pretty
not
quiet,
sure why
but
I can't. Can? Okay, there it
yep.
goes.
Pretty.
Okay. All right. Okay, good enough. I hear Bessie on the way also. Hey everybody, we're gonna go officially live in a little less than uno minuto. And there's the world's most dangerous Bessie! What's that about? Oh, you okay? You're sleepy? Okay. Well, we are going to get started. We're playing this game solo today. We're actually using the solo deck. So we were talking about it. We thought it would be fun to just go ahead and do the solo deck again. So I guess one of the things to remember, everybody, am I 10 o'clock yet? Yep. I guess that's what I should say, something along the lines of, hey everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and we are playing the Breakout scenario today. This is scenario number 2 out of the China Station book. Really, really cool scenario. This is a lot of fun to play through those campaigns, but remember that you can also just take any of those scenarios and do it as a one-off too, and that's basically what we're doing today, or kind of shoehorning it into a scenario that you know, a little mini campaign. We are playing with our Kennel Klub. So we have old Roswell and Speck are the characters today. So this is taking a page out of the idea that animals or dogs and things like that can be characters as well, and remembering that they can, you know, run around and do plot points and things like that. Now, that's because they're designed that way, right? They are designed to, they don't have the beast ability, right? If I had given them the beast ability, then they couldn't perform actions, and that means they couldn't do plot points either. But um, so this version of the characters are a little bit different than their the versions that we use other times. So we have a leader level version of Roswell here, and we have a sidekick level of Spec, and those are all slightly different than their other versions that you get in the Phantom Agents pack, or with the League of Justice for Spec there. So it's cool. So they're going to be running around and doing minor plot points and things like that, and hopefully the major plot point. So they're starting off in hiding. They're going to have to sneak into the pound over here or somewhere close by. In the last scenario, old Kato and the Fantastic Cat were caught by the authorities and have been hauled off. And now Roswell and Speck are trying to find them and rescue them. So they are being held somewhere in the vicinity of the Pound, which is this building here in the middle. But, of course, those mysterious purple-robed baddies are also lurking nearby. There's one over there. And there's one back in the alley. But there are also some friendly faces here. So we have Butch out here that is a minor plot point. So they can talk to Butch and maybe he can point them in the direction of where Kato and the Fantastic Cat are being held. You also got Jimmy back here in the alley, a reporter. He knows something unusual is going on, and he's trying to unravel the mystery. So he's here with his camera and trying to find out what's going on. We also have Tex over here in the corner. Tex could help him out. And we have Molly here, out here by the taxi. So those are some the minor plot points that can help people help Roswell and Speck point them on their way. They are starting off in hiding. Line of sight is limited to 12 inches in this scenario. It is dark. It is perhaps foggy and yada yada. And there are a lot of special rules for this scenario. Not going to go over all of them right now. I'll spring them on Mike as we go along. We should show Mike. You want to put Mike up there? Sure. We're also joined today from Canada with the most Mike of all the ditch burns. And there he
That's
is.
me.
Look at him. Happy smiling face. He knows not the horror which is about to befall him. Yay,
Happy Mother's Day, Bessie.
Horror. Yay, horror.
I'll protect you.
Aww. Bessie's on your side. So we're playing this one solo. There is only one league on the table, and really there's only 2-player characters. Even when you rescue Kato, he does not become a character. Instead, he has been sedated, and he has to be dragged or escorted off the table. So he will not become a character. So there are only 2-player characters. They want to try very hard, I think, to avoid being spotted by the purple meanies, because if they get spotted by the purple meanies, the alarm goes off and the cultists start to descend on the Pound. Yep. And we'll try to capture Kato and the Fantastic Cat. All right, we're starting this up. Mike, who's going to activate first?
Could you remind me of what cards we drew?
You did not draw any cards. We're using the solo deck, and that means you don't have any cards other than what is drawn. So when we activate the first 3 characters, then we will actually start drawing cards. You don't have a hand when we're playing solo. We simply draw the card when you say you want to activate a character. So you tell me which character you're going to activate.
Let's do Roswell first.
Roswell activates first. So we draw a solo card, and then we'll read it and see what it says. It says, on guard, roll for the challenge below. And it says that the challenge below is roll 2 successes with might, finesse, or cunning. Might, finesse, or cunning. I think you've got the might to do that and the cunning with 3 die 10 in both of those. So if we can pass this challenge, 3 die 10, needed 2 and you got it. And you are now on guard. That's really nice. This character gains, and when you pass the challenge, it says right there what happens. This character gains a +1 to their brawl and +1 to shoot when they are ready. And it says attach until end of scenario. So that is an attach card. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach that to Roswell to show that he is now on guard. And he may continue his activation as normal. Where's he going? Is he going to head towards Butch? Is he going to head
Yeah, he's going to head right towards that little doggy right there.
Okay. All right. He wants to go see Butch. Give him a good sniffing. So that's going to put you about an inch away. about an inch away with a 6-inch move. All right. Unless you wanted, did you want to move more than 6 inches? The reason I
So
ask is because it would take you out of hiding if you move over 6 inches.
yeah, I don't think so. Not
Okay,
yet.
all right. And then the next character that we're going to have to activate, I'm going to try and remember to move those black dots around with you to help remember that they are currently in hiding. We'll see how long that lasts. I'll get your little doggy. And then Spec has to activate next, and it says foul
Oh.
play. It says the closest enemy to this character encounters a peril immediately. Use the challenge below for this perils. Oh my gosh. So the closest enemy is this purple baddie back here in the alley. So he's going to actually have to roll for that challenge. He can't do it. I don't think he's got the oomph to do it. We're using the sentries out of the scenario, so the NPCs are already there for us. He can't get that, so he's going to go ahead and proceed. He can't. Oh, he does have 2 dice and dodge. All right, he's going to try and dodge it.
Let's kill him.
He did not dodge it.
Haha, we killed him.
He's going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. He fails that as well. And my little purple meanie is down. Purple meanie.
Hasn't even seen me yet, and he's dead.
I know, he falls over. I think
He stepped
I
into
think
an open
somebody,
manhole.
I think that fantastic cat is up to his tricks again. Now, he is level 2, so he will get a recovery check at the end of the turn. Yes, and don't worry, I'll get him back up. All right, Spec, you may continue your activation. Which way is Spec going to go here? Is Spec going to just follow up and stick with Roz? Or is Spec going to head off down the alley?
I want to keep them pretty close. So maybe straight along the cars, so that he's kind of behind the front of that.
So he's just moving out here?
Yeah.
Something like that. And just a 6-inch move, or does he want to move further than that?
No.
Okay, all right. So he moves his 6-inch move. So for this scenario, any character that is not hidden, player characters, any player character that is not hidden treats the entire table as a perilous area. So you kind of want to remain hidden, because once you get out of hiding, then the purple meanies are doing naughty things. So that can be kind of rough. So that's it. That was our 2 characters, and now we're going to activate the purple meanies. And I only have 1 meanie to activate. That'll be this one over
He gets
here.
a solo card.
He's going to get a solo card.
Decoy.
Decoy. Roll for the challenge below. He cannot pass it. Then that means
Kill him.
the scenario is not extended. Fail. Cannot run during this activation. So here he goes. He's going to move a D8 in a random direction, 7 inches off this way. Just because it said he can't run, we'll just move him 6 just for. Just
Okay,
for
I was
that.
gonna ask.
So he's actually out here on the street now. Now, line of sight is limited to 12 inches, so he can only see down to about so far. So Spec is still out of his view, and so is Roswell. But we'll have to see what happens next. That's going to end turn number 1. I think Mike is running out of time.
Now,
I
at
think
what
he's
point do
running
we
out.
start getting NPCs popping up?
Alarm. It's
When
only
the
going to
alarm.
happen with
Perfect.
the alarm.
Okay.
If I remember right.
Well, I like that, so we're going to go with that.
Okay, all right. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up my purple meanie.
He's out.
Doggone it!
Yes, we killed him.
That's gonna give me a
I
really
love that he
hard
just
time of setting
fell
off
down.
the alarm now. Doggone it. Okay, well I think I'm gonna just go ahead and put more purple meanies out.
No.
We don't want him to have too easy of a time.
He's got Spec.
Spec is. This is like the sidekick level Spec. The sidekick level Spec is tough. All right, here we go. Well, are you besmirching Spec? Is that what's going on
No,
here?
I love Spec. I'm besmirching you for your choices made.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm glad to have a little bit of support around here.
Well, I don't know why you didn't make Spec the leader. Oh, Roswell, she has been the leader. Every time Roz is always the leader.
As we start turn number 2,
Favoritism.
as we start turn number 2, who is going to activate first on your side, Mike?
Roswell.
Okay. He gets a solo card, no shot. Well, that's a nice little one to grab. It basically means that he can't shoot. It's going to attach until the end of the turn, and then it will go away.
Perfect.
All right. What is Roz going to do?
We're gonna go to Butch and smell his butt.
Oh, of
And
course.
have
Give
a
him a good
conversation.
sniffing. Give him a good sniffing. That will take you out of hiding. And your peril, which he turns around and he's going to give you a little bit of a growl. You're going to have to roll 1 success with might. Luckily, you've got 3 die 10 in might. Three die 10 in might. All right, here's the roll.
Nailed
And
it.
no way I could fail that. And now the plot point.
One with cunning.
Does he know where you have 3 die 10 in cunning as well?
It does not take much to convince Butch.
Yeah, he hands over the information very easily. So that means you are going to get a random minor reward. Bessie, why don't you just pick one of those?
That one.
Okay. Let's see. It says it's called the Lazy Guard. So, oh, poor Butch, called the Lazy Guard. Place the major plot point,
That tracks,
1 die
though.
8 inches for the center of the table in a random direction. And that's basically, reroll once per turn. So you get a might, finesse, or cunning reroll once per
Oh, that's
turn
handy.
as well. That is handy. So you got that on there as well.
Now,
So again, we're going to attach that card onto Roswell. That only applies to Roswell.
is this the point where he can discard the no shot to go back into hiding?
No.
Or no?
No, that's a special ability. I think.
Oh, that's only
I
a
think-
Bilbo thing?
Yeah, Butch. Yeah,
Drat.
yeah. Butch is out of there now, and now we're gonna place Kato because now you know where Kato is
Oh.
located.
That's exciting.
So D8 inches. So he is inside. He is inside the pound.
Dun dun
So,
dun.
Kato, the ladder. So he's in this room right here.
Poor babes.
And the Fantastic Cat are back in there. Now they are both somewhat sedated at this time, so they will be inside here. All right. Well, you have 7 turns to find him and get him off the table. Well, well, well. What are you going to do next? So the next character that's going to activate, we know it's going to be Spec. Spec will have to draw a card, and it says, watch your back. Roll for the peril below. So you have a peril down here, and it says 1 success with might or finesse. Spec has 3 die 8 in finesse, so she can do that. Oh, I have a discard ability here. She has the acrobat ability. So once per turn, you may discard to gain a +1 to your dodge or your finesse. And although you don't have a card, you can choose to get rid of any of your attached cards. And you remember that card that we attached on Roswell called No Shot? That card can now be discarded to give Spec a +1 bonus. And I can't imagine that there's any reason not to go ahead and do that.
Because you're going to lose it anyway.
Because you're going to lose that card anyway at the end of the turn. You want to go ahead and get rid of it?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get rid of it, and that will give you a 4th dice. And now, only need 1 success. Easy peasy, and you got it. You may now
Woo!
continue your activation. So, Roswell talked to Butch and found out that Cato's being held inside the pound.
Mm-hmm.
He communicates that to Spec. So now what is Spec going to do? Is Spec going to move 6 inches towards the pound, or is Spec going to take off running towards the pound? What's Spec going to do here?
Which doors of the pound are accessible?
There's a door on the front and on the side. So basically the nearest door for Spec would be the front door.
And then the baddie.
Yeah, and the baddie is down the road over there.
But there's your door.
What do
Maybe
you
I'll
think you
sneak
wanna
him
do?
down to the
And then here's the side door.
Just move 6 inches towards the front door.
maybe the back door.
Oh, the back door. Okay.
Just because I don't want to be in line of sight of the.
Okay. So heading off now, do you want to... I can't actually run you. I'm going to have to move you 6 inches this turn. That's going to be the maximum. Because once you come out of hiding, the entire table becomes a perilous area.
Right.
And you cannot run when you're in a perilous area. So I can only get you 6 inches this turn and can head off down the alley there. So that'll leave your options open anyway.
Yeah, because he might move.
That'll put you right at the corner there. So we'll just have to see which way the baddie moves.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at. So the baddie will now activate.
Oh, and he gets a card.
He does get a card. All clear. All right, so he's going to move. He does not have line of sight to anybody, so he's just going to move a D8 in a random direction, and he's coming back your way.
Right.
He's coming back your way.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Now, he definitely has the front door in his line of sight now. Look at that. He's definitely coming back this way. All right. That will end turn 2, and boy, I tell you, Mike's running out of time fast here.
You're running out of time.
Oh wait, maybe Roswell was spotted. Let's get the 12-inch ruler out and let's just see if Roswell got spotted.
Yeah, let's measure that. Let's measure that, pal.
Let's just see if a couple inches short.
Story of your
Now,
life.
Roswell is not in hiding anymore. And remember, if you're not in hiding, the entire table becomes a perilous area. So Roz is going to have to take a peril as soon as she activates. I wonder who you want to activate first here on turn number 3.
Let's do Spec.
Spec is activating. Spec is currently in hiding. The card is called Furious. Roll for the challenge below. Gonna have to roll 2 successes with might or cunning, and she has 3 dice 6 in cunning. So we got to get 2 of these. Did not. The card says if you fail this challenge, the character must rush the closest enemy if able. Oh, Spec, you oh my, that's going to set the alarm off. That's going to set the alarm off. That's going to set the alarm off. Well, I mean, if you're the one that wanted Spec to be the leader, you're the one that was telling Spec that she needed to be the leader, so...
I want Bessie rolling for me now.
Bessie's got to switch to rolling for you now?
You did that on purpose!
All right.
He stacked the deck.
So...
Check the tape.
Spec has a 16-inch range.
Oh, dang it, I was hoping.
Spec has a 16-inch rush range. So guess what? Yep, you got range. Range is there. So here she comes. She's furious. She is so angry right now. She is so mad. She is barking and howling. Yipping at him.
She has a more aggressive bark than that.
Yep, yipping. All right.
She's a, oh.
All right, so there she is. She's furious.
She's very upset.
She's very upset at him.
She's not going to take it anymore.
She looks more like a woof woof dog.
Yeah.
All right. So officially we have the alarm raised.
Damn.
So no more black dot.
That means we're going to get 3 more.
Uh-huh. Yep. Every turn.
We don't want to
now.
make this so easy.
I think almost every scenario I've played with you guys has people spawning like crazy.
The alarm
after
gets
me.
raised. I don't know. I have really bad luck with the alarm. I almost always set
Look at
the
that
alarm
smirk.
off on turn.
Look at that smirk.
At least I don't have to sneak
So
around
Spec
anymore.
is going in for the kill.
All right.
Spec could move in and roll 3 die 8 to brawl, or 4 die 8 to dodge. You could actually choose to dodge here if you wanted to. You want to just go ahead and take him out?
Yeah, I want to destroy
He's
this
rolling
man.
4 die 6 to shoot Spec down as she comes rushing at him. Here is her attack. She gets a 7. Here is his shooting.
Does she have a reroll of any kind?
Got 2 5s.
Oh, crap.
No.
Okay.
So you could choose to mitigate some of that damage and get rid of one of those successes, or just say let it ride. How are you gonna do
I'm gonna-
this, Mike?
I'm gonna let it ride.
Let it
Okay.
ride.
All right. So Spec will have to roll a 2 dice health check, and the purple meanie will have to roll a 1 dice health check. Here is for Spec. Sorry, this is for the purple meanie. Purple meanie down.
Yes.
Here is for Spec. Spec is okay.
Yeah, she
Spec is not
is.
injured.
She's furious.
She is furious. She is furious. So now, when Roswell activates,
Ooh.
let's find out when the purple meanies start to appear. Let's see. Alert. Reinforcements are armor raised at the end of the turn. 1 sentry next to each uncontrolled plot point. Okay. So that is kind of a reason to do the minor plot points, because you eliminate spawn points for them.
I know.
Let's see. So when Roz activates, she will also get a solo card, and it says surprise twist. This side's active, so that's going to end her activation. She always gets that surprise twist. She always gets that surprise twist, I tell you. So that's going to end her activation right now, and we switch to the other side, and they don't have anybody.
Oh, but they're all dead.
So that will end the turn with 2 things to go. One is to see if the purple meanie gets up. He does not, and he is removed from
Get
play.
out of here.
And now we will get 3 new purple meanies.
Well, that's really nice.
3 new purple meanies.
Now we only have 3, not 4.
Right, yeah. So,
'Cause they're gonna start
one will
stacking.
appear next to Molly. Give me overhead, I guess.
Okay.
One will appear near Molly, 4 inches off that away. So he comes out from behind this pickup.
Maybe Spec can do
One
her.
comes out from over here by Tex. And one
Jimmy.
back there by Jimmy.
Ooh.
Oh, look out, Jimmy. There's one right by you. All
Can't believe
right.
you didn't see that before.
I know. You'd think you would have noticed.
Oh, my.
So we have one back in the alley again. We have one back there sneaking up on Tex. We have one over there by Jimmy. Okay.
Man, that's unfortunate.
That ends the turn. And now, yeah, that burned the surprise twist, took away Roz's
Yeah, that's
activation,
so
so she doesn't even
unfortunate.
get that. So now we're starting turn number 4.
Maybe she just hauls into that door.
Yeah, she could run all the way there, except she's in a perilous area and she can't move over 6 inches now.
Unless she takes a
No,
barrel? Oh,
no,
just
that's a
straight?
difficult area.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
she cannot move over 6 inches, so it's going to take her 2 turns to get there. It's going
Oh,
to take Spec 2 turns to get there. All right, what are you going to do here, Mike? 6 inches towards the front door?
So she could move 16 inches for the rush, but I can't move more than 6 inches now.
Yes. Yes, because now you're in a perilous area.
Win some, lose some, apparently. Who
Yeah.
we activating?
Let's activate spec.
Solo
Spec.
card is hesitation.
This character cannot perform any actions and cannot run. That's okay. That's
Damn.
okay. She didn't need to do either one of those.
Well, yeah.
Do you want to go ahead and take out another purple meanie, or do you want to head towards the front door?
I want to head towards the front door.
Okay. She does attach that card until the end of the turn, so it could potentially
I know, but
be
she could have
used as
gotten
a
Molly
dodge.
and eliminated her.
Oh, right.
But
Now
she can't.
right. Now she can't perform that action. That's
Yeah.
right. We do have a minor plot point sitting right on the other side of the taxi there. But now she can't perform that action. She hesitates, thinking, maybe I should not have rushed.
Perhaps that was not my best idea. But I was so upset.
She was furious. She was furious about
She has a fondness. Oh, she broke the door. She's so mad.
Rawr, tearing the door down. Hiya!
Also, I
She's
think
in.
the purple meanie that she rushed had a sausage in his pocket.
What did he say?
I didn't get
Say it again.
I said also the
Mike?
purple meanie that she attacked had a sausage in his pocket.
I can't hear him.
At all?
Mike, are you there?
I can hear him
Yep.
from this, but I can't hear him from.
Hello,
I'm still here. Hello, hello.
I hear him in the headphones.
Okay.
Uno momento.
How much room I got on this? Mike,
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now?
yeah. So what did you say?
I was joking that the purple meanie had a sausage in his pocket, which is why she rushed him.
That happens. Yes. Yes. So that's
Hangry is a real thing.
is that working?
Mhm.
Okay, give me my ear back. I hear it so much better in that, but I can't.
I know.
I can't wear that. Okay, let me see if I can hear you now. Say something, Mike.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay. All right. So Spec moves up to the front door, guarding the front door, and Roz, what's Roz gonna do? Is she gonna move 6 inches towards the front door? Oh, she'll get a solo as soon as she activates. Watch your step. This character encounters a peril immediately. 1 with cunning or might. She has 3 die 10 in might. Passes it, and she can continue her activation. So 6 inches towards the front door.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I didn't think about this, but she could move 6 inches and try to go into hiding. Spec can't because Spec is in line of sight, and really Roz, if she moves her full 6 inches, she'll be in line of sight also. So I'm gonna ignore that statement and move on to the baddies. So that will be their activation. Both of them will be in range to talk to Kato on the next turn, except that this fellow over here, when he activates, and we always start with the NPC that is nearest to the action or nearest to the player character. So he will activate, and when he does, he'll get a card, Surprise Twist, and that's going to burn his activation. So now he gets no activation.
That's
We
nice.
switch back to the dogs. We don't have any ready characters, so they are done. And now we go back to the purple meanies. But that did basically, the result is that fellow lost his activation. So they're going to run. This fellow's going to run 12 inches towards Roz. Gets back in this alley. So give you an idea where Roz is there, or that purple meanie coming down the alley there. And on the other side, this one's going to come around to over here and get over here. So give you an idea where that guy's at. So this guy is standing out here shouting, "They're over here! They're over here! Come on! Come on!" So instead of actually doing anything, he just stood there and shouted to bring on more of the baddies. All right, and that will end the turn. I don't have any recovery checks. This is a 7-turn scenario. All right, here we go. Whoever you activate first is going to be able to move up and try and get Kato or do something else. I don't know what you want to do here. Who do you want to activate first?
Oh boy. I really want Roswell to rush that guy. But
That's in the alley?
she would also be better at doing the major plot point.
She would be better at doing it.
Absolutely.
And she'd also be better at defending it if baddies start jumping on her.
Yeah, so I'll make Roswell
Go for the
do
plot point.
major.
Okay. No shots. That's an attached card. And that's going to move you into 6 inches in to talk to Kato. However, in Kato's stupor and you're going to have to face a peril. 2 successes with cunning or might. You have 3 die 10 in both of those. Double checking your cards. You do have a reroll. Okay. And you're going to need it. You're going to need that reroll. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh, by the skin of his teeth, boys and girls. By the skin of his teeth, Kato spins around, growling. And then he kind of recognizes you for a moment. The plot point challenge is basically a free pass.
Woohoo!
It's called Move Along in the solo deck. And what it has is a 0 down there for the challenge. And Kato says,
I know you.
I know you. And Fantastic Cat is right there with him. So those 2 plot points, or that plot point is picked up now and carried by Roswell. Let's see. I don't think there's any additional rewards that come from that.
Really?
Other than you have to carry him off the table. That's your next goal is to move.
Can we just move off to here?
It's actually within 12 inches of your starting edge, so it would be somewhere like over here
okay.
in this
All right.
area over here. So
Not
too
too
far
far.
away. All right. Mike, I guess the next character you're going to have to activate is Spec. There's no way around that. So here is Spec's solo, and it says the Storm. Instead of drawing a solo card for the first 3 characters, we're going to draw it for every character that activates. So the Storm is now in play. And what is Spec going to do? Spec could rush an enemy. She is within 6 inches over here.
She could do Molly.
She could go do the minor plot point, which would eliminate a spawn point.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So she goes up to Molly. She'll also still be the nearest target. And she's a really good dodger, so she can actually do pretty good work there. The challenge for Molly's swinging her purse. She says, show me 2 successes with might or finesse or cunning.
Oh, boy.
I think you have 3 die 10.
Yeah, finesse, 3 die 8.
3 die 8. 3 die 8. And you have an attached card because Roswell drew a no shot this turn. There's no reason not to burn that off and give Spec, unless you wanted to save it for her dodging. Do you want to go ahead and do the burn off the no shot right now to get an extra dice?
Let's do it now.
Yeah? Okay. All right. So here is getting rid of that no shot. That's going to get you a 4th dice. I'm going to have to come up with 2 of these to avoid the peril. And you did not. And you take 2 hits to the head as Molly is deadly with that purse. I tell you, That's going to end your activation with a health check, and Spec is injured.
Oh my God.
Spec is going down. This could be the end of Spec right here. What? What's that?
What's that?
That's fairly average roll. That was fairly average roll. Fairly average. And now the baddies are going to finish off Spec.
Oh, they get solo cards too.
You're right. Oh, every one of them does. Okay, so we're going to do the one that is nearest to Spec first, right here.
Death.
He draws and gets an all clear, ignores all perils, including perilous areas. Let's see, so he'll now move in on Spec. And he is attacking with 2 dice 6 in Brawl. 2 dice 6 in Brawl. You could either dodge me with 4 dice 6, or you can brawl me with 3 dice 6.
I'm gonna dodge.
Okay.
I'll roll it.
You're gonna roll it. Okay. All right. I
Thank
guess
you.
I'll go ahead and roll for the purple meanie.
Make sure he doesn't use his trick dice.
I already got him in there. She's got to get a 4 and a 5. Not this time. Oh.
Exactly
okay.
this time.
All right. All right. Hey, would you like to back up an inch?
Yes, I definitely would.
Board. All right. Second purple meanie will also get a card.
Watch your step.
Watch your step. It says I got to roll 1 success with cunning or might. That's all. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I can do that. And he does. He will continue his activation, rushing at Spec. He's rolling 2 dice 6 to attack. You have 4 dice 6 in dodge or 2 dice 6 to brawl. What do you want to do? Did he say dodge?
I'm gonna dodge. I'm gonna dodge.
Okay. All right. All right. So here is the attack. A 4. Let's see if you can get a 4 there, lady. Got the pinch roller. Oh, she missed it.
I got it.
Oh, just 1 4. You're gonna count that?
That's all I needed.
All right. You want to back up an inch?
Yes, sir.
All right. I guess I'm gonna send another fella from the other direction in there. So he's got 12 inches. You know what? He actually has 12 inches to Roswell or to Spec. Let's give him a hide eye.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, he gets a card. When it counts. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. That's what we wanted. All right. So we'll just say 1, 2, 3. It's Spec. Okay. So he's going after Roz. All right, Roz. You got a purple meanie on your tail. You've got a purple meanie on your tail. And he's going to be rolling 2 dice 6 to brawl you.
And I'm gonna be rolling 5d10 to brawl back.
Oh, you sure you don't want to dodge?
I mean, no.
Okay, all right. I got a 5. I got a 5. And you got 3 successes. He will choose not to block because he's the active character here, and that means you're going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. He's going to roll a 3 dice health check. He fails. He is down. Don't you guys worry, though. I'm about to stand him back up. Don't you worry, none. And
She's fine.
Roz is not injured. That ends the turn. So
I'm
all I
so
have
worried.
to do is stand up that guy, and that's going to keep Roswell from getting away. That's going to hold on to Roswell. That was all my fellas, right?
I think so.
Wait,
Okay.
he got back up?
All right, I gotta
Not
make
yet.
this. I gotta make this recovery check. If I make this recovery check, I'm gonna stand up in base-to-base contact with Roswell. Oh, I made it.
Doesn't count.
It was on the carpet. It still counts if it's on the carpet. Here we go. Hey, everybody, if I haven't already, please take a moment right now and click that like button for us. If you're not a subscriber,
You ought to be.
You ought to be. Get subscribed to our fun little channel. We're playing Pulp Alley today. We love playing every Sunday. If you'd like to play with us, get signed up to play. We schedule about 2 months in advance. So today we have the lovely Mike Ditchburn playing with us all the way from Canada. So that's pretty awesome. All right, everybody. Here is the roll. If I stand up my purple meanie, and he is up.
He's down.
That's a 5.
That's a 2.
What? Oh, okay. All right. So I lost my purple meanie.
Come at me, bro.
Dang it.
Mistake.
Oh, we do have another recovery check. I'll let Bessie roll for this one since she's good. Oh. I don't know. And she fails it. Oh.
That's a 4.
On it. All right. So Speck shakes off her injury. That's going to end the turn.
Pull a bullet and add nurbles.
3 new purples. 3 new purple durples. Okay, here we go. Purple number 1. Over by Molly, 3 inches behind Molly. Over by Tex, 3 inches off this way. Over by Jimmy, 5 inches off in that alleyway over there. So he's a ways off. Okay, and those are the purples in play. So we got another one up here. So now there are 3 purples coming at Speck. Another one in the alley. Speck is going to have 4 purples on her. I don't know, that guy could possibly sneak through that back door and get a hold of Roz, but where is Roswell going to end up going to? All right, who are you going to activate first?
Roswell.
Roz. So a 6-inch, gets a card.
Is she even within 12 inches of where she needs to be? Because there's only 2 turns left.
This is turn 6. Probably not. Probably not within the edge right now. We could always end up drawing the card that extends the turn, but so we'll keep going. It's not technically over yet.
And we could dodge.
That's right. She's got the dodge ability too. No character can run, attack, or interesting. The calm. So that's basically a parlay has been played. Now that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. So Roz, you can go ahead and continue your activation. You want to get out and get into the street.
Get as close as I can to that exit.
Corner?
Close as you can.
Okay. 12-inch, 6-inch. Trying to get back to the back of this car here. So Speck's going to get a card. What do you want to do with Speck? Bessie actually suggested a cool idea is that dodging could actually benefit Roswell. And with the number of baddies that there are, she could actually get an extra 4 inches of movement. If she dodges each one of them, she could potentially get an extra 4 inches of movement towards the corner. So you might actually want her to be the nearest target. But anyway, missing clue is what is drawn for Speck, and it says roll for the challenge below. So roll 2 successes with finesse or cunning. If you fail this, all it does is it means that you can't run, which you can't do anyway. So we'll just go ahead and go to it. I don't think that card's there anymore. I don't think we have any attached cards right now, other than the on guard card. We forgot about the on guard card. So do you want to just go with your 3-die-8 here? You could get rid of your on guard and gain an extra bonus to this roll. Even if you fail it, though, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah. But it's Mike's decision.
Yeah.
Mike, do you want to burn your on guard card for this and
No,
get a
no.
Okay, all right. So here is your 3-die-8. You need 2 of these. You got it. You can go ahead and continue your activation. This will now attach until the end of the scenario. This character gains a +1 bonus when rolling for a plot point. What is Spec gonna do here? Does Spec
Is there
want to get on the other side of Roswell, or
I
are you
think so. I
gonna?
think I want to position her so that Roswell is the closest to anybody who
Okay.
can rush her.
Okay, so a 6-inch move down the way. Get you over to here somewhere. Yeah, it's not really gonna work because I can't get you far enough. Because Roz is gonna move next turn, and that's gonna make her the furthest one. Right in the sequence of events, Roz is gonna move first, move 6 inches towards her corner.
Well, if Spec moves that
Oh,
way.
right. Spec is gonna get a move too. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And then the rest of the purple meanies are going to activate and move. They will not be able to engage Roz this turn, so this one will move up. This one will move up. This one will move. I should have drawn a purple for one of these guys. Watch your head. Finesse or cunning. Got to get it with 1 dice. He failed it. He'll have to roll a health check. He failed that, and he went down. So wherever he was, he went down over there. Which may actually have been a bad thing for Mike. You actually want that dodge. He'll move forward 6, and he'll move forward 6. Okay, and that will...
There's a couple more over there.
Oh, okay. He'll move forward 6 also.
Can dogs drive cars?
Yes. Yeah, as long as you can perform an action, then you can drive a car. As a matter of fact, and it's important to remember that a character is only limited by their own abilities and their profiles. Like there's no built-in thing that says a dog is limited by this, because there's no such thing as really a dog in Pulp Alley. It's whatever miniature you put out there. So absolutely a dog could get in there and start driving the vehicle. And
I've
we've
seen
seen
the
that
Shaggy
in
Dog
old
movies.
pulps and stuff like that, right? That's right. They're basically getting in there and right in a Benji movie or something. They're pushing down on the gas, or they're pushing the gear brake out of into neutral or into gear, right? It's just fun silliness. Okay. At the end of that turn, they could not do any attacking, so we do have 1 recovery check to roll for. He goes away, and then I get 3 more. So for Molly, so 3 inches off this way. For Tex, 2 inches off this way.
Jimmy.
For Jimmy, 8
Ooh.
inches. Not sure if that'll matter, but
Never know.
he's back in this alley here. It actually could. Okay. And now it is your turn to activate. So the first character is going to get a peril. I'm sorry, a solo card. Who's it going to be?
I'm. I think
Not sure
Spec.
that it matters a whole lot, but
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Just a second.
who?
He said, excuse me. He
Okay.
had a call.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no way for me to use those guys to get extra.
Yeah, there actually is, because when they rush you, so move Roswell 6 inches towards your edge, move Spec away, so that Roz is the nearest to these guys,
And then we'll just dodge back.
and then you'll continue dodging until, you're going to end up about 4 inches from the edge. So if you can make 4 successful dodge moves towards the edge of the table, it's going to get you off the table.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's activate Roswell first and move her.
Okay, so she'll get her solo card. Foul play. The enemy nearest this character encounters a peril, so that'll be this guy here.
You better pass
Use the
that.
challenge below. Yeah, if he blows this, he's going to be gone. He can't pass it.
Just dodge it.
He'll try to dodge it. He does not. He takes 2 hits, and he is down.
Oh my.
Flip. All right, that just cost him an inch of movement, and that will probably wrap it up. So you can move your 6 inches. Make sure we're getting our he's going to end up an inch short.
Maybe somebody can move up and shoot him.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they have shooting skill too. Yeah.
We're getting off the table.
Yeah, it'll be close. It's still going to be close. Okay, so
Spec.
he's 3 inches from the edge right now.
We can do that.
All right, what is Spec going to do?
Solo.
Quirk of Fate. All other solo cards that effects currently in play are immediately canceled, discarded without any other effect. This includes attached cards. So all of the attached cards go away.
Oh, wow.
Blip, blip, blip.
Well, that kind of stinks.
Yeah. So Spec. Gosh, I guess.
Spec needs to move so that she doesn't have those guys rush her.
Could you move like behind the taxi so they can't see her?
Let's see. You can move into the house and go into hiding. Move into the house and go into hiding.
Yep, that sounds good.
Okay. Move into the building with a 6-inch move.
Specs. Oh, that looks like a nice place.
And go into hiding. All right. So that means Roz will be the only legitimate target, because they will, to try to spot Spec, they have to have line of sight to her. No one's really going to be having line of sight to her. That's going to give you a lot of chances, because everything's going to be shooting at Roz. Well, you're either going to make it off the table or get gunned down here. We'll see.
Or
which
die
way.
trying.
Or die trying. That'll be interesting to see how it goes. Okay. The third fellow that activates is going to get a solo card, and that's going to be this guy right here.
Okay. Make it count.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm going to use that right now.
+1 to brawl and shoot.
So he's going to move 6 inches and try and gun her down.
Okay.
He's going to move 6 inches. So as long as I can get a hit, then that'll stop her from disengaging and getting that 1 inch of move. As long as I can get a hit through. So they shoot with 3 die 6. Short range is going to get them up to 4 die 6. Roz, you only have 4 die 10 and dodge.
Okay.
And you're going to have to dodge because you don't have any shooting skill. So Roz is trying to dodge this attack, 4 die 6 versus 4 die 10. 2 6s on the table. I don't think you're dodging what I'm throwing out.
Yes.
You did indeed. And that will allow you to move 1 inch towards the edge of the table.
Boop.
1 inch away. All right, you got to get 2 more dodge moves. The next fellow is going to move 6 inches and do the same thing. He will also be throwing 4 die 6 at you. I forgot to use my make it count on that last one, but it wouldn't have mattered. She had enough dice in her successes, big successes, that she would have been able to dodge anything that you'd have got. 4 die 6 coming at you. You're dodging again, correct?
Yes, always dodging.
Okay. 6 and a 4 this time.
That's a 3.
No, it looks like a 6.
It's a 3.
There, it's a 6 now.
Does Dave know that we can see on the screen?
No, he doesn't know.
We have a nice little picture.
It looked like a 6. I got 1 4. See if you can dodge a 4.
Yes.
Just barely.
A 6 and a
Just
7.
barely. All
Am I
right.
gonna make it?
We're gonna make it.
All right. So I'll just not attack with anybody else.
Don't you have to?
The next closest guy is this one over here. He'll move. Let's see. We'll just go ahead and run him 12 inches, and then he will shoot. He'll
3?
only get 3 die 6 because he'll lose 1 and gain 1, so he's back to 3. And this is it. A5. If you can dodge a 5, you can dodge a wrench. And that'll get you off the table.
Damn it!
Look at the dice for all of you. Solo cards. Yes, we were using solo cards this game. So the 4. Look at that, boys and girls. A 4 does not dodge a 5.
We have other options.
You do have other options. But that means you're going to take 1 hit and did not get a dodge move. And let's go ahead and get an injury here as well. I'll go ahead and put that right there because I know Bessie's going to blow this one. And she is injured, boys and girls. Roswell is now injured.
On Mother's Day.
Oh, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yeah, happy
So
Mother's
this
Day,
fellow's
Bessie.
going to
Thank
run
you.
12 inches. He gets up to here. And he is shooting. He's going to have 3 die 6 coming at Roswell. He loses a dice and he gains a dice. Roswell. Oh my gosh. Roswell is now down to D8s. D8s to roll. And he's attacked. Looking at cards. Trying to find a good card to play. A 6. 1 6. That's all I needed. 1 6. That's all I needed. Right there it is.
We can do it, Bessie.
Here she
We can do
rolls.
it.
If she gets a 6. No! 6s! That's a 3.
That's an 8, pal. Let's look it up close.
It's a 3. That's a 3.
8. Eat your 6.
Sure looks
for
like an 8 to me
breakfast.
on the picture-in-picture.
You're going to count that?
8's the
Okay,
best
well, it's a 3.
number, so yeah.
And with that, she gets her 1 inch of movement and scurries off the table. Carrying Kato and
Woohoo!
the fantastic cat along with her. The purple meanies were not able to track them down. That was really close, though. That was pretty close.
That's the
That was
second
pretty close.
really close game
She had
I
that
played with you
good
guys.
dodge. Yeah. It did look like she was going to be done for there. I think I remember playing this scenario with Minerva one time, and she was just like a dodging machine. And it was a very, very similar sort of situation where she was bringing up the rear, and she was dragging along
And she
Ramjeet, and she dodged like a couple turns of that. And she was like dodging.
it was like 12 inches
Yeah,
worth of
and there were
dodge.
tons of baddies out there too. Like they just kept shooting at her, and she kept getting another inch of movement. NPCs are, have programmed movement, right? If you were actually playing against another player, then they would go, you know what? I'm just going to stop right there. I'm not going to shoot at you anymore because all I'm going to do is let you get another inch of movement, right? NPCs are there to do what they're programmed to do. Sometimes that makes them pretty hard to deal with. In this case,
Make it work for you.
it actually, was able to do that. The NPCs are not there to outsmart you. They're there for you to outsmart and to figure out how to defeat that scenario. And in this way, they were able to pull it off. Even though Roz didn't actually have enough movement to make it off on her own, she was able to use that disengage move, inch, to just barely make it off. She actually still had maybe a couple more chances to get off.
Maybe.
Yeah, that was close. You can hear him a lot better in those.
Yeah.
Like,
those are super quiet.
Yeah,
today.
I feel like we need to replace these or something. I got to get something because I can't really hear very good.
I
out
feel
of
like
this.
I've been shouting too, so.
Like
Yeah, when we had the little earpieces, I could barely hear you. I thought, man, he's so quiet today. And I had these. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but has good bubbles. I mean his audio actually shows up really good.
Yeah, and in this, I can
sure-
hear him great.
I'm sure everybody else is hearing him great, but I could just barely hear.
Yeah,
him
for some
through my
reason,
ear.
these aren't.
So either we need to find something. It'd be great if we could find something that had maybe we could control the audio in the earpiece. If I don't know if we could do that or not, but
It's pretty high tech there, pal.
yeah. But what's bad about that is that it has a slight delay to it.
It's not too bad, but yeah. a
Yeah,
little bit.
like it really disorients me when I try and listen to because I hear myself like a second or two after I talk that I'm hearing myself as well, so it's kind of disorienting. All right, that's it for today. That was a fun little Happy Mother's Day for Bessie. Enjoying these little dog adventures. They're kind of fun. Not too sure how much further we're going to go with this. We may do one more. We may do a couple more. Not really sure. We are trying to nail down plans for Casa Pulp Alley traveling to Albuquerque in October. So I think it's going to be the weekend of October 18th to the 20th. There's going to be like about 3 different games or hopefully like 3 different days of gaming that we're going to do in Albuquerque. So anybody, Mike Ditchburn, I think he's just up there in Canada, so he could drive
Real
down.
close.
He could drive
I can
down.
walk.
I don't think that's much of a not much of a trip for him.
I'll take my bike.
Yeah.
Bring your bike. Get a little exercise. Get a little exercise once in a while, Mike. Get some exercise. Get out of the house a little more often. Riding the Pulp Alley game. And the way I hear it, there could be pizza there as well. So
Well, that's worth it.
that's worth it. I mean, you
I'm
got
definitely
a
coming.
carbo load if you're riding your bike.
From Canada.
Yeah, from Canada. Lots of fun stuff. If you'd like to do this with us on a Sunday, get signed up. And that's it. Make sure you wish all the mothers in your life a happy Mother's Day today. Is that it, Bessie?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Talk to the boys and girls and entertain them while I try and get this machine woke up over here. Mike, you stay with us for just a little bit here. Thank you guys so much for playing with us today. I hope you're enjoying our little games. I was thinking about switching to maybe some sci-fi after this. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
But we'll just see what we do next. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for playing. We'll see you soon.